WARSAW and paint the dioramas which are here. And it actually was our best source upon which we based how we rebuilt stuff after the Second World War. And this is basically how it used to look like before. You can see like the column is here, here's the church of St. Anne, how it used to look like. We have quite a few of these paintings scattered around the old town. Yeah, basically Canaletto was quite a funny guy, I would say. He used to play some practical jokes, some people he didn't like. For example, he had this old, he had a neighbor which he didn't like, an old lady, old grumpy lady, living in his neighborhood. And when he was painting the street by which she was living, he decided to like put a joke on her, which was she had these two statues of angels outside of her house, and she replaced those angels with monkeys. And actually, this is the way it was rebuilt after the war. She got monkeys instead of the angels.
What did she have? Angels?
Yeah, she had statues of little angels outside of the door to her house, and since he didn't like her, Canaletto, he painted monkeys instead of the angels. Okay, so Palace of Poland, of the Polish Republic. Our incumbent president's name is Andrzej Duda. Yeah, the building is probably less significant than your White House, for example, or other buildings, but it has quite a bit of history behind it. Also, the person on the monument is Prince Józef Poniatowski, and you may notice that the sculpture itself is modeled after the Roman style, like he's supposed to look like a Roman leader, like Julius Caesar or something like that.
Alexander.
More Alexander, yeah, but he was Macedonian, but similar style.
He looks like Colin Farrell.
Sorry?
I'm joking.
Another significant thing is this thing over here is a mode of commemoration for the people who died in a. You might remember this actually, because it was quite an event which was like quite transmitted across the globe. Which was 8 years ago in 2010. We had this plane crash with our president, wife of our president, and a large part of our government aboard. It happened in Russia. They were going for a commemoration of murder of the Polish officers by the Russians during World War II. So they were killed off during that. You might see that there are a few crosses made out of white birch wood. The reason why they're made of birch is because the plane, when it was attempting to land in Russia, one of its wings collided with a birch tree, and then the whole plane started to get ablaze. And yeah, a huge tragedy for like large part of our country. And yeah, obviously the most probable theory is that, of course, it was just an accident, the pilot's fault. However, there are many conspiracy theories saying that like it was a deliberate attempt to murder our government. To be honest, I do not find that believable, because like if you analyze the situation, no one really had anything to gain from such a. And Janusz Korczak is a good occasion to tell you a little bit about the Jewish history very briefly about the Jewish history of Warsaw, because Poland used to be one of the states with the largest Jewish cohort in the world. It all changed, obviously, with the communist rules. We had many waves of migration, but especially in the times of the war, there was like Jewish district, Jewish ghetto, which was isolated from the rest of the town by the Germans. and horrible living conditions. A lot of people crowded there because they were sealed off from the outside world. They couldn't go. They couldn't leave the place. And Janusz Korczak was actually a person who ran an orphanage in this part of town for Jewish kids. And he also was like a teacher for them, trying to put care after them and so on. So the thing that Korczak did was, basically he took care after them. He was so well respected even among the German officers. He had some contacts among them. While the ghettos were being liquidated in 1943 because the Germans decided to move the Jewish population to the east, where there were like concentration camps, most notably the camps of Einsatzreinhardt, which is an extermination program. And so the kids were forced to go, the Jewish kids were forced to go there and be killed eventually. But Janusz Korczak was allowed to live. They let him free. But he was so connected to the Jewish kids that he decided, no, if they're coming, I'll have to be with them. So he willingly decided to join them and went with them on the train which went to the concentration camp, and they were all gassed in gas chamber. So quite a sad story, but tells us how heroic the Jewish people also used to be sometimes. This one over here is, as you may notice, just an artillery cannon. However, it is nowadays is considered to be one of the symbols of heroism of Polish students, because this very cannon was hijacked by the students of this university from the Soviets during the Polish Bolshevik War. And the Polish Bolshevik War was a very specific kind of war, which we fought in 1920, which was just after the very ending of World War I, when we finally got our state back, our independence. We immediately got invaded by the Soviets, who wanted to spread their revolution. They wanted to get to the western parts of Europe, especially Germany, which was the most industrialized region. So they wanted to quickly overrun Poland. They thought it would be an easy task because Poland was legit a new state, not that powerful army. However, we somehow managed to defeat them in a battle which was called the Battle of Warsaw, a very big battle, also called Miracle of the Vistula. Miracle because it happened on the 15th of August, which is in our Catholic tradition, a holiday honoring Holy Mary, Mother of Jesus. So it was ascribed to this miraculous working of Mary. And this is the way how it is remembered. So, and the students actually managed to steal it. Another funny thing is that, by contrast, you can see these yellow tiles, which are here, were part of how the architecture of Poland was modeled after the war, after it was in the Soviet influence zone. Each of these buildings, these concrete blocks, you had these tiles pretty much everywhere in each of the rooms. Just a symbol of this social realist architectural style. So this is quite a nice contrast, because this is a symbol of our triumph over the Russians. This is a symbol of our submission to them after the war, because this is how they built our houses. And trust me, they were not really nice places to live. Nowadays they're all collapsing. It's not, or maybe not all of them, but a fair amount of them is unsuitable to live in anymore, because they're broken apart. And, not
bad construction methods.
Yeah, exactly, and cheap ones as well, because nowadays there's almost every day a concert of his. Obviously not of his music. He's not playing it himself because he's dead, but his music is played every day. Even the benches have musical numbers of him playing here and there. On the left side of the painting, you can see a woman with his heart in a jar. The story behind that is that when he died, he was buried in Paris, France. But according to his last will, to his testament, he wanted his heart to rest by the side of his mother. His mother was buried in Warsaw. So what his sister did is she transported the soul heart, only the heart itself, from France, and transported it to Warsaw, where it was buried. And now it's in one of the churches, which I will show you later on. Okay. He lived in Poland, in the city of Poland. Actually, if you don't know he was one of the first people to came up with the revolutionary idea that it was not the sun which went around Earth, but the other way around. And basically, it is disputed whether he was Polish or German because he lived in the city of Poland, huge German influence. When the Germans came here during World War II and occupied the city, they obviously considered him a German. They it means from the Polish nation to Nicholas Copernicus. They replaced it with their own German label. And like one of the members of the how do you call it, diversion of like just a teenager from Warsaw managed actually to steal the German sign during the day, even though there was like police everywhere on the label are where the screws used to be for the German sign. And one other thing why this statue is quite important. This is the only statue in Warsaw on which the person depicted sits and does not sit on a horse. The reason behind that is that he was never a citizen of Warsaw, he never lived here actually, but he was just he's been here many times, but just as a guest. And, what do you do when a guest comes to visit you? You give him a chair to sit on, so that's the reason why. Yeah. And by the way, as you can see here on the very edge of this monument, there is like a symbol of a T in an anchor, which is the symbol I wanted to show you on the WARSAW monument, Polska walcząca, Poland fighting, symbol of the monument, of the uprising. A lot of symbols like that around the old town and Warsaw in general. Also, it's a symbol used by the Polish nationalists today. So this would be, I think, the end of our trip. I would like to thank all of you for your participation.
Yay!
Thanks for the umbrella. One more thing. You were asking.
Yeah. This one was the walking tour, free from Poland, Warsaw. See you later, alligator.